This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to Dr. TSPR show. This is Dr. Tangella Shiva Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Namaste, Adab. Hello and a warm welcome to one of the most prolific speakers you ever find on Indian arena. Not just on the screen, on the Indian Mother Earth. And he is none other than he himself. He says, I am a holistic healer. I am a holistic healer and I am a naturopath. He is none other than Dr. Leo Rebello. Sir, namaste. Adab.
Namaste,
Hello.
Adab.
Welcome to this special show.
Yeah,
And the topic of the day, because when I have such a gentleman with such huge forte of knowledge, you think I'm going to have a small introductory topic? No. We will have holistic health in COVID-19 in relation to constitutional rights of the citizens of the world, how they have been violated, how COVID-19 has become a big scare in spite of people suffering from tuberculosis, malaria, dengue, typhoid, accidents, malnutrition. Nothing is discussed except COVID-19 and how the rights of the citizens, because they created fear and panic, and how the rights of the citizens have been usurped for 2 years, employment lost, children's education lost. They are still made to live in a fear psychosis when the politicians and their cornered administrators or their anchored media were minting money. That is how we have seen in yesterday's show how 30% tax on cryptocurrency has become a reality, making black illegal money into white. So all these are concern shows back to back. This will make every Indian to become aware. Namaste ji. Shall I make you a presenter, sir? Are you ready?
ready.
You usually say, when I say ready, you usually say, I am ever ready.
I'm ever ready, never fused.
Wonderful. That is the spirit, sir, because your knowledge every Indian citizen needs. That is the only way they can protect their right to life, right to health, and right to, what should I say, every freedom. Because we always speak on science, truth, and freedom. I'm making you the presenter, sir. So okay, that the screen will be yours. You can start presenting how
Yeah,
this COVID-19, whether there was a COVID-19 or not, but how it has affected the citizens of the world, taking away their
yeah.
rights.
Corona is gone. It is a world con, and it has called everyone. Only two devils are dancing. It's a devil dance of two people. One is Bill Gates, and another is Foxy Fauci. Fauci, they call him. I call him Foxy Fauci. Okay. Yeah. These two people, mentally retarded people, I call them mentally retarded because they don't have wisdom, information. They don't know the difference between information, knowledge, and wisdom. So they are peddling information which is third rate, which we are not ready to accept. COVID is a con. Repeat that 101 times. COVID is a con, and they have conned the world. And it is a tragedy that in this 21st century, where there are highly educated people, these two monkeys have are teasing the world with their antics. So hence today I am going to talk very straight. I am not afraid of anyone. And our topic is, even though I know the gentleman who is here with me, Dr. Shiva, for the first time, I think we will become big brothers. I don't know who is bigger in age, but we are two big brothers to save the world. Okay, let's
Wonderful,
begin.
sir.
Let's begin.
Yes, sir.
The chip that they are going to implant earlier, see the picture on the screen, and I have said
Sir,
it
that
is a
cable disturbance
certificate.
is, sir, once again, your
Uh,
cable disturbance, that noise is coming. Just don't allow the cable to move.
okay, okay. I'll have to hold like this
Yeah,
then in
this
that case. Okay. The COVID-19, I gave the explanation. See the slide. It shows the thumb and it shows the chip implanted in the thumb. So wherever you will put the thumb, whether you are traveling abroad or locally, your entire information will appear to the world. How you look, whether you are a bachelor or married, whether you are divorced, how much bank balance you have got, what is your health condition, whether at 71 I am still at 17, so that
God.
eligible spinsters can run after me and after Dr. Shiva. So all that, all that will appear on the screen or whoever sees it.
Yes.
And so there you are. So it is a certificate of vaccination ID, COVID-19. That is what it means. And corona is not a disease, new disease. It is nothing but old pneumonia. They have changed the label to corona. Okay, that's one. And it is not pandemic. It is certainly not pandemic. It is plandemic. As I say it, this new word I have coined, corona plandemic. So they are conning the people in the name of corona and they are frightening. Unfortunately, in the 21st century, two monkeys cannot run amok all over the world. And the two monkeys are Bill Gates, whose wife has left him now with three children, and Foxy Force's information I don't know. Though he has got all my information. That is a tragedy. He is hiding his information from the world, but he wants to know my information. Right. Now this I called pharma terrorism. Pharmaceutical companies are running monkey dance all over the world. And in India, because there was a British rule in
This sound is,
1947,
sir, this the sound of the cable is becoming more prominent.
I don't know. Uh, he says cable is sound, cable is shaking
Hello,
and
hello,
Yeah,
hello.
this sound in cable sound in between.
Uh, don't shake the cable too much. Wait,
I'm not checking.
wait. You don't shake. You just talk. One minute.
Is it okay now?
I think it's
Hello?
happening. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead,
Yeah,
sir. Please
Dr.
go ahead.
Shiva.
Let us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else? No. Okay. Now no interruption anywhere in between once I start. Pharma terrorism started in 2002. Rather, it started in 2000 with HIV/AIDS, and the slogan was "It will kill us all." In 2002, West Nile virus came, same slogan, "Will kill us all." In 2004, SARS came, "Will kill us all." In 2005, bird flu came, "Will kill us all." In 2009, swine flu, H1N1 came, "Will kill us all." In 2014, Ebola will kill us all. 2016, Zika will kill us all. And now in 2020, and we are suffering the these people in 2022, coronavirus will kill us all. No, nothing will kill us except their vaccines and their antibiotics. The word antibiotics itself is highly dangerous. It is anti-bio. Bio means life. Antibiotics. And you are going on popping up the pills without understanding what the pharma mafia is doing. Pharma mafia, I call it Harma mafia. P you put in bracket and then you understand the impact of it. Okay. They manufacture viruses. Virus means what? They don't know what virus means. Virus means poison, etymologically. They manufacture new viruses. They patent the virus. they patent their virus, they spread the virus, they create panic, they destabilize life, they pump drugs, they destroy businesses. This is the usual pattern of medicine, war of pharma mafia. Constantly we are in war state because of them. When will the world understand this sinister ploy and just say no to drugs? Simple. Like there are narcotics and psychotropic substances, and then there is an act, and anyone peddling narcotic and psychotropic substances can be arrested without bail. I can't understand why this pharma mafia cannot be arrested world over. Shut their bloody pharma companies, and the world will be much better place to live in. There won't be any diseases, there won't be any illnesses, and you can live healthy 100 without ills, pills, and doctor's bills. Now, Corona or COVID, when when it was announced, I immediately on the very first day I issued this information or this notice to the world. I wrote to the High Court of Bombay as well as other high courts, and I wrote to the Supreme Court of India. Under its jurisdiction, high courts, being the constitutional courts, have got wide jurisdiction. If I was a judge, I would have had stopped COVID notification, and I would have had said, if you don't do that, I will arrest the Prime Minister. Because it is he, without consulting anyone, he started this racket. I call it racket. Now, I wrote to the Supreme Court of India, but Supreme Court of India now has become a sorry Court of India. And they have forgotten that it is the constitutional watchdog, that they are supposed to protect the people against the rape of Constitution of India. For that matter, anything that is sacred. For violation of provision prescribed in the following articles of Constitution of India, Article 13. Now, just read it carefully. Article 13, which makes all laws and administrative actions which have breached fundamental rights ipso facto null and void. So this corona is null and void. The rules made are null and void. The lockdown is null and void. Everything is null and void. Nobody can do anything. This is dictatorship unwritten. Now, it also violates our right to equality, Articles 14 to 18, right to freedom, Articles 19 to 22, right against exploitation, Article 23 and 24, right to freedom of religion, Article 25 to 28. Now, listen to this very carefully. Right to freedom of religion, Article 25 to 28. Now, these priests of all denominations are supposed to be the teachers educating the multitude. But can you see, all of them are afraid, whether it is a Christian priest who is considered as the highly educated, or it is a Muslim mullah, or it is a Hindu pandit. They have all recoiled and gone into the cave. Right to freedom of religion is not there at all. You cannot go to church, you cannot say your namaz. One good thing has happened though, because of this, that the Muslims who used to say prayer, even on the busy roads, blocking the roads, etc., that has stopped. That is good. The, the namaz can be said only in holy places. But that good thing, only one good thing has happened. Right to cultural and educational rights, Article 29 and 30. Right to constitutional remedies. Our Constitution of India has got inbuilt remedies under Article 32 and 2 to 6. 2 to 6 applies to all the high courts, and 32 applies to Supreme Court of India, which, as I said, Supreme Court has become a sorry Court of India lately. And under Article 51A, we have got constitutional duties to perform. Every citizen has got constitutional duty to perform under Article 51A. And there are something like 15 duties which are mentioned in this Article 51A. Each citizen, if you are a citizen of Great India, Mera Bharat Mahan, okay, then you have got 15 duties to perform. So how can you prevent a citizen to perform his or her duty? Tell me that. This ignorant Prime Minister and his ignorant Home Minister and ignorant President who has given consent, so they have to wake up now. Any question till here? Any pertinent
Yes,
question
sir.
till here?
My pertinent question to you is: you are trying to put the Prime Minister directly and
Yes,
courts also. How sure you are
everyone.
that they have really?
Sorry?
How sure
Hello?
you are that they have? How sure you are that they have committed this when WHO, World Health Organization, was trying to dictate terms?
I don't understand what you are saying. Your voice is not very clear.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, now it is clear.
My question to you is: when Prime Minister of India?
Sorry, I have not understood.
No. There was a lot of disturbance from your side.
Hmm.
So I said you are trying to say that right from Prime Minister of India, President of India, to Home Minister or courts, including Supreme Courts, they have not come to the rescue, though Corona is a con, as you are trying to blame. Because of two people, you said. And how is that
I'm,
World Health Organization is trying to dictate terms then?
first and foremost, we have to change our goggle. If I am wearing a goggle, now this goggle which I am wearing is because the light is coming on my eye. That's why I am wearing a goggle. It is not a spectacle. Similarly, when we are fighting with anarchy, I need to wear a protective coat, a shield to protect myself. Because if I don't protect my eyes, my brain, and myself, then I won't be able to fight. So, due protection, due care, due intelligence, and chosen words: free, fair, and fearless. This is my slogan for last several years. Free. I am free, totally free. All citizens of India and all democratic country citizens are free. Their freedom is affected by two monkeys running amok. The two monkeys are Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci. And from time to time, some puny dictators who appear on the scene on the world stage. Now, these are the rights given to us which cannot be affected at any time by anybody. And the elected leaders are there to protect. Wait a minute, some spraying fellow has come. All the noise that you are hearing is a spray. Okay, it's gone the other. Okay, let us take the case law from United States Supreme Court ruling in 1866. Right side slide. The
Yes, sir.
United States Supreme Court, shortly after the Civil War in Ex parte Milligan 71, US 2, 1866, which stands to this day, neither the legislature, listen to this very carefully, neither the legislature nor any executive or judicial officer may disregard the provisions of the Constitution in case of emergency. So what it says is, even if there is a supposed emergency or so-called emergency, the basic rights cannot be suspended. What a beautiful judgment. Section 98, therefore, anyone who declares the suspension of constitutionally guaranteed rights to freely travel, peacefully assemble, earn a living, freely worship, and or attempts to enforce such suspension within 50 American independent sovereign continental states is making a war against the state. And in our country, one man, Narendra Modi, and his Home Minister, Amit Shah, have run amok. For last 1 year, more than 1 year, they have declared dictatorship, and the President of India is just sitting doing nothing. President of India has got all the rights during emergency, which the even Parliament doesn't have, but President holds that right, President of India, because he is elected by the nation, full nation, through the members of Parliament and through the members of Legislative Assembly. That means elected representative. President of India, frankly speaking, is fully elected by the nation, not the Prime Minister. Prime Minister is the head of a ruling party who has won the maximum number of votes. But he is not the head of the state. He is the head of the government. Whereas President of India, bring that book of mine, Dr. Leo's Lens. Whereas the President of India is head of the state and head of the government. Know the difference. Prime Minister is only head of one particular party, which is called the majority party. And Modi government is not even majority. So, here is one of my books. Can you see the title?
Yeah.
Hello?
Not
Can you
particular,
see
not
the
that
title?
not that clearly, but we can just see the book you are flashing.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So this is my book. It says Dr. Leo's lens. I don't use anybody else's lens. I use my lens. The
Okay.
blueprint, yeah, Dr. Leo's lens, the blueprint for holistic development of India. Like holistic healing is there, we have got holistic development. So I work on two parameters, holistic healing and holistic development,
But here I've got
where
one question.
everybody,
Permit me.
yeah,
One question,
uh,
if you permit. All the political parties have become one. No other political party in your Maharashtra, Shiv Sena that Agadi government is there, Congress, and they are penalizing or making people to suffer more than any other state.
this question we will take up later at the end of it. Let's
Right.
finish
Uh, yeah, please go ahead, sir.
what because what I am saying is totally new concept I am explaining to the people of democracy.
Right.
The
Done, sir.
new concept of democracy means it is not the rules, laws made by the elected representatives, but what the people at the grassroots level has to say, at the Gram Panchayat level, at the assembly level, at the municipal corporation level, and finally at the parliament level. And president is elected. In India, president is elected. So he is the head of the state and head of the government. Note that. He is head of the state as well as head of the government. In fact, the present president is just a dummy. Before that, there were some other dummies, except few good presidents of India, like Sarvapalli Radhakrishna and Gyani Jail Singh. Of course, I knew personally. I had treated him also in Rashtrapati Bhavan, as well as later on when I met him at a conference and all that. Now, I've hobnobbed with presidents of India, prime ministers. I met Indira Gandhi, I met Morarji Desai. Morarji Desai, I used to go without appointment to his bedroom in Bombay. Direct walking, no appointment, no nothing. Chandrasekhar I had met. So many prime ministers and presidents I have met. K.R. Narayanan I had met personally. Okay, without appointment, that too. Anyway, that was the world. And now, Prime Minister of India doesn't give appointment to people who ask him. Only his cronies are surrounding and doing Garba dance along with him, around him. So, Section 98, therefore, anyone who declares the suspension of constitutionally guaranteed right to freely travel, peacefully assemble, earn a living, freely worship, etc., and or attempts to enforce such suspension within 50 independent, sovereign, continental United States of America is making a war against our Constitution and therefore of we the people. They violate their constitutional oath and thus immediately forfeit their office. Understand the impetus of this particular sentence of mine. That means Modi can be removed in one day for violating the fundamental rights. They violate the constitutional oath and they thus immediately forfeit their office and authority, and their proclamations may be disregarded. That means this lockdown that he imposed in 5 minutes can be disregarded and thrown aside, and he can be removed from his office for not keeping to the oath of office, which said that I will always go by the fundamental rights and constitutional provisions. And that means anyone, even the governor and the president or the prime minister, can be removed. For removing the governor, it is very easy. President has to sign a declaration that I had appointed you on so and so date, but today, since I have lost faith in you, I am removing you. Out you go. Removing the prime minister likewise is very easy. I had administered you the oath of office, but you have not gone accordingly. You are violating this COVID-19 is violating the fundamental rights, and you have not been a guardian of these fundamental rights. Hence, you are unfit to continue as the Prime Minister of India. Simple as that. As simple as that. Now, let me explain to you the basic principles of democracy, which many people don't know. One, when President of India is elected, when the President of India is elected, he belongs to entire country. Prime Minister is not elected by entire country. It is his party which is in majority which has come to power. Note the difference. Okay. Now, people, I am putting forward to the people a new idea of people's president. People's president. Powerful people's president. So, which means what? At the center are the people. They have got certain aims, objectives, and ambitions which are to be fulfilled. And these ambitions are People's Manifesto, not your BJP manifesto or Shiv Sena manifesto or Congress manifesto or CPI manifesto or CPM manifesto or Mamta Didi's manifesto or Shiv Sena manifesto. No, People's Manifesto. Are you doing that? Assuming these people will tell me, no, but we have given our manifesto to the people and they have liked it, and hence we are the representative. But how many percent of people have voted you? How many percent of people have voted you? In fact, I am of the opinion that voting should be made compulsory, like in some countries. Voting has to be made compulsory. In Israel, it is compulsory. In Australia, it is compulsory. In America, it is not compulsory. In UK, it is not compulsory. But India should follow the Australia and other countries, Israel, compulsory voting. Only then we can vote. Only then we can vote the proper leaders. Otherwise, it will be leader of a party. Saffron party, red party, green party. Green is a color of what? Muslims. Blue is a color of whom? Buddhist. Red is a color of whom? Communist. White is a color of peace. And in between is the Ashoka Chakra, blue. Now our flag is very, very important. But do we go by the aspirations of the flag designer who designed it for the people and chosen accordingly out of so many designs? So what we want is in a democracy is people's manifesto, people's candidates, not BJP candidate, not CPM candidate, not Shiv Sena candidate, not Ahmad's candidate, not Congress candidate. We want people's candidate, people's manifesto, people's candidate, people's planning. Planning commission will not do planning. Sitting in Delhi in air conditioned cubicle. It is the people who will do the planning. We want this. People's policing. Police should be of people. They are there to guard them, not lathi charge them, not become brutal. Police is to protect. The word police itself means to find out what is wrong and protect. People's judges have to be there, not judges appointed by the ruling party. People's media. Today all media is controlled by the Marwadis, Gujaratis, Sindhis or money bags. People's media should be there. Partyless government should be there. And possibilica management. I describe the word impossible as I am possible. I am possible. That means whatever I say today, when I become the Prime Minister or President of India, I will do exactly what I have said. I will be true to my word. After election, I will not forget what I said to you. Partyless government, possibilica management, holistic development, happiness index, and we will disown the pharma mafia. In fact, pharma mafia stayed in India because of the British rule. Otherwise, 99% people of the world and India, 99% people of the world and India are practicing what is known as traditional and natural medicine. I call it holistic healing and holistic development. In this one slogan, I convey everything. Total development, total healing, not part healing. By the way, do you know how many diseases pharma mafia has created? Can you answer that question on my behalf? Dr. Shiva,
Yeah,
tell
I'm
me how
listening, sir.
many diseases are there in the world and how many diseases you are suffering from. Can you tell me this question? Answer this question.
Yeah, very difficult because everything is psychologically managed. You
Ah,
become diseased at every
yeah,
front.
right. I'll tell you something. That is a very good thing you have said. But there are uh, 30,000 plus diseases in the world. Now, these are not diseases, these are symptoms. Okay? They labeled it as diseases. Now, for example, corona. What are the symptoms? Can you tell me what are the symptoms? One is sneezing, another is weak immunity, third is fever, fourth is cough, fifth is lungs congested. Do they explain like this? They don't explain like this. Label लगा दिया, injection दे दिया, antibiotic दे दिया. The word antibiotic itself means anti-life medicine. Okay. So holistic development which we have to look into. Planning Commission has to widen their vision. Planning Commission has narrow vision, myopic vision of development of India or development of the world. The world doesn't decide for us. We decide for ourselves. We decide for ourselves. Now, uh, for happiness index, like we had in Ram Rajya, what was the main motto of Ram Rajya? Happiness. All the citizens of India were very happy. There were no strictures, no rules, no killing, no nothing, surrender. When Ram went into the Vanvas, because of the manipulation of their mothers, Bharat put Ram's Paduka on the throne and ruled in his name. We are not going to put Narendra Modi's Padukas on the throne and rule in his name. No, that is not what Indian democracy is. Okay. Right. Any question till at this moment? Then I will go to other topics.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay. Now let us take this COVID-19. What are the three different things that we are suffering from? One is the lockdown, which is totally unconstitutional, and according to news reaching me today is 31st March. Today is 31st March, na? Today he is going to lift all this ban. That is the news I am hearing. What, are you saying something?
Yeah, 1st April. Go ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. 31st March, lockdown will be lifted. My demand since January 1st. I said we are entering into new era, new year. I want this lockdown should be lifted. And I get the news that today, 31st March, lockdown will be lifted. But they may keep certain restrictions because they have understood how people can be controlled. And one of the restrictions is they may keep the mask. They may make the vaccine mandatory, but they cannot do that because Nuremberg Code, Article 6, Section 3, no government can mandate medical treatment without individual consent. And we simply have to say no to vaccine. Simply say no to vaccine. And I issue vaccine exemption certificate because most of the schools, colleges, hospitals, offices do not give entry to the employees and students to enter unless and until they have taken minimum 2 vaccines. But why, when it is not mandatory? Why it is not compulsory? Why, when the vaccine so-called doesn't protect but creates or multiply multiple diseases? These why question we are not asking. Why, what, when, where, how? There is a nice saying, one husband, 4 wives. So we are not referring to Muslims, one husband and 4 wives, but it means how, when, where, why, what. These are the questions we have to ask our rulers, our so-called dictators, our press, our media. So vaccines are not mandatory. As such, we say no, firm no. I am a vegetarian. Vaccine is non-vegetarian. So why are you taking it? You have got religious exemption. But no, you are not aware of that. I am allergic to vaccine as I suffer from anaphylactic shock or reaction. So I won't take it and endanger my life. The vaccine ingredients are not known. Every product has to display the ingredient on the box, medicine box, or whatever thing. Even Maggi noodles, you have to declare what are the ingredients. I am allergic to vaccine and I suffer from anaphylactic reaction. That over. The vaccine ingredients are not known. Vaccines, even to the doctor or vaccinator, they don't know what are the vaccine ingredients and what are their adverse effects. And you don't ask them the question. Vaccine to those above 65 are unapproved. And vaccine to children children, mind you, I repeat, vaccine to children, especially below 5, are highly dangerous. Are highly dangerous. Vaccine to people about 65, you and I are about 65, are unapproved. Fetal bovine serum is there, that is pig blood, cow blood, human blood. These are aberrants according to religion, various religion. Muslim can opt under pig blood in the vaccine. Hindu can say no, cow blood. Okay. I opt for religious exemption. So you can go hide behind religious parda. I am a doctor, nurse, advocate, frontline worker. As such, I am a saver and not a killer. So I won't give injection to anyone, no matter who says it. No, not compulsion. If I am ill, I'll go to the doctor. Doctor will not come to me unless and until in the olden time there was a concept of family doctor, where doctor will come to your place, have cup of tea, have little red wine, and then sit and discuss and then go after prescribing medicine. Or he may give free medicine, which the pharma companies give them free samples. These were the days. But now, today, there are super specialty hospitals where the bills run into lakhs of rupees. And since you have got Mediclaim, you go on paying. That is a racket. I opt for good nutrition to improve my immunity. I opt for alternative vaccines like herbal, homeopathic, and natural. Are you aware of this alternative vaccine? Answer is no. Okay, I'm not going into auto-urine therapy here, but auto-urine therapy itself is a vaccine. If you can take cow urine, why can't you take your self urine? But I'm not going into that topic. On that topic, you can organize my different interview. Uh, I live in a free country. I reject medical dictatorship. Hegemony means dictatorship. If you enter my home and or threaten me, I will prosecute you for lurking trespass. IPC section 454. Imprisonment for 3 years plus fine. It is a cognizable offense, non-bailable offense, non-compoundable offense. Are you aware of this? Many people are not aware of this. Malnutrition need hunger vaccine. There is no such thing as hunger vaccine, but I've labeled it to get over the hunger. Okay. Malnutrition need hunger vaccine, not deadly antibiotics, steroids, cheap implanting vaccine. My sacred body is my body. It is not owned by the government. Invasion of my body and especially of my child is rape and punishable by death if I or my family members die. Okay? Lockdown and draconian measures are ab initio null and void under Article 13 of the Constitution of India. Vaccine affect my fundamental rights under Article 14 to 30 of the Constitution of India, which I have already dealt with. Even in emergency, like Indira Gandhi's emergency was there. We were children there at that time. But we played, we danced, we sang, and when there was a siren, we switched off the lights. Even in emergency, fundamental rights cannot be set aside, much less in this phony corona con pandemic. I repeat, in this phony corona con pandemic. 17. Why Nuremberg Code Article 6, I have already said that. Section 3, no government can mandate medical treatment without individual consent. And finally, firmly say no, I do not consent. We do not consent. No argument, no threats. Ask them why so many have come violating social distancing and which police to preserve. You know, it is this 19th section. I served a notice on the Uddhav Thackeray's government, this 19th section. If you send somebody, I will get them arrested at my doorstep because they are coming to kill us. I may harm them in self-defense. So nobody should come to my home. And I told people, my neighbors and others, if they come, you talk to them from behind a protective door. Ask them for their identity. Ask them what are the ingredients of the vaccine. Ask them whether they have taken the vaccine. Okay? Ask these questions and tell them to go away. But very nicely you tell them, because Bharatiya Sanskriti says, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and anybody who comes to your door is your family. So treat them properly, but say firm no to vaccine. Be firm, but be civil and friendly, for these so-called frontline workers or idiots themselves are lost souls. They operate under the false notion that they are helping. Educate them, they are endangering themselves and others. Tell the police that their sacred duty is to protect, not harm. Remind them of their oath. Any question up to this?
No, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. Your vaccine consists of injection, of which children are afraid. It is a fake science, and the validity of any vaccine is 1 year in your body. Validity. That is what they claim. I don't claim that. But my vaccine is, look at the picture. Fruits, fresh fruits, seasonal fruits, fruits without any spray on them. So validity, lifetime. That is the real science. If you live by the law of nature, you will live to be healthy 100 without ills, pills, and doctor's bills. By the way, Dr. Shiva, what is your age? They say don't ask young man his age, because young man will never tell the real age. But I tell my age.
What the
I'm sweet.
place?
I'm sweet 17. I'm sweet 17. How old are you? Or how young are you?
I'm 50 plus.
50?
Yeah, younger than. I'm 50 plus.
50 plus. Okay. So if you remove zero, you become 5-year-old child.
Still vulnerable for the new vaccines now.
Okay. Good one. Okay. Now let me take you to my another slide. ऊपर कर इसको. वरती करना. हाँ. Hypercapnia can occur. It can be caused by rebreathing your own exhaled CO2 by wearing a mask continually. If you wear a mask continually, then hypercapnia. Hypercapnia means what? Less oxygen in your blood, breathing difficulty, thinking is confused, eyes become weak, hearing loss, smell loss. This is called hypercapnia. It can be caused by rebreathing your own exhaled carbon dioxide by wearing a mask continually. Don't wear a mask. Nobody can force you. Nobody can fine you. So that is wrong. You can challenge that. Nobody has challenged till today, or even the Supreme Court or High Court judges have not taken any suo motu action on this draconian, unnecessary problems created by Modi government. Main symptoms of carbon dioxide toxicity are visual, dim eyesight, auditory, reduced hearing, central nervous system drowsiness, mild narcosis, dizziness, confusion, headache, unconsciousness. See, even though I'm wearing a goggle to keep the bright light, I can read through everything, even though without even spectacle at the age of 71. Now that is the beauty of natural living. Skin is sweating, respiratory shortness of breath, muscular tremor, increased heart rate, and blood pressure. So why are you taking vaccine then, if these are the diseases? By the way, Edward Jenner was the first proponent of vaccine. He was the original quack. Quack, quack. He bought a medical degree for 15 pounds. He did not go to medical college. He bought the medical degree for 15 pounds. He vaccinated his first son twice. His son died of TB age 21. He refused to vaccinate his second son, becoming the first anti-vaxxer. In other words, Edward Jenner was a vaccinator and anti-vaccinator. So, wearing two hats. Vaccination was based on old superstition from dairy maids. It's a medical fraud. Vaccination is medical fraud. Edward Jenner was known as the crank. Initially, his vaccination experiment was so dangerous, it was outlawed and prohibited. Cases of smallpox increased despite vaccination. And now Rotary Club International is promoting polio vaccine to eradicate polio, that is their slogan, but they are hiding their polio vaccine itself is multiplying polio and polio deformities. Scientists described his work as imaginative fabrication. Edward Jenner, the inventor of vaccine, was the original quack. And now all allopathy doctors are the quacks. Okay. Take some 3 deep breaths. Don't scratch your ears. Take what happened? Some cockroach went into your ears?
No.
or I, or I am too loud and you are not enjoying it.
Then I'm enjoying your soothing, insinuating they are become needle pricks into my ears now.
Okay. 10 signs of
सच
vaccine damage.
सच कड़वा
10
होता है.
signs. हाँ, सच कड़वा होता है, सही बात है. 10 signs of vaccine damage. High pitched crying or arching back. Severe swelling at injection site. High fever and or febrile seizures. Rash on the body. I could have had shown you one picture of a child whose entire back had become red and rash. Eczema, you don't have that. Eczema, food allergies, and asthma. Next time you remember, next to the 10 signs, you put that child picture. Eczema, flood allergies, and asthma. Disordered breathing pattern or apnea. Loss of facial or eye symmetry. Tomorrow, if you develop one eye problem, then all the beautiful women will think that this 65-year-old young man is winking at them. I'm happy that you understand my joke. You know, some people are so castor they look at me like this. What is the doctor saying? Anyway, uh,
Or wear goggles.
yeah. So this is goggling. So you have also removed your goggles, huh? Good. Bacterial viral
No,
infection,
spectacles.
vomiting and diarrhea, behavioral changes, attention and aggression issues. Turn to herbal, homeopathic, and natural vaccine. Okay? Browse through
Yeah.
my Browse through my website, and you will get many more things there. The website is www.healthwisdom.org. So go through it. It is there for last, I think, 15 years. My website has been designed by my son on the suggestion of one Britisher who met me at London Heathrow Airport. He said, Doctor, you have got such wisdom in you, hidden in you. Why are you not creating a website? I will prepare basic website for you and then you can improve. And he worked on my website without giving him a single penny and sent it to me. And then Robin innovated and researched and enlarged. So
Wonderful.
Welcome. Now, let us look at the vaccine ingredients. I think we have finished it or no? No, we have not finished. Vaccine ingredient. Okay. Alcohol, which is used as disinfectant. That what are you disinfecting? Tell me. If your vaccine is safe, why are you putting alcohol in it? If you drink it smilingly, I don't mind. But why are you giving to my tiny tots? Why are you giving to my tiny tot to our grandchildren? Aluminium,
Yes.
neurotoxin, fetal bovine serum, aborted cow blood, thimerosal, mercury toxic to humans, formaldehyde, which is the carcinogen or embalming agent, pork gelatin, ground up animal carcass, human albumin, human blood, Biro cells, monkey kidney cells. On this human albumin, I may say something. Uh, the blood of the man is different from blood of the woman. Okay, note that. Blood has got 4 different groups: A, B, AB, and O, and RH research factor negative or positive. Okay, neomycin, streptomycin, virocells, MRC5 cells, polysorbates, potassium chloride, potassium phosphate, sodium borate, sodium hydroxide. It is a dangerous corrosive. Sodium phosphate, toxic to any organism. Sorbitol, not to be injected. Yeast protein, that is fungus. Now fungus are of 2 types, white and black fungus. I am not going into that. Then yeast protein is a fungus. Urea, metabolic waste. Monosodium glutamate, MSG, highly dangerous, causes obesity and diabetes. So, if you have taken vaccine, all vaccine takers in later age of their life, as the age goes on increasing, start bloating. Okay? Obesity. Now, any question at this juncture?
But here, Dr. Rebello, do you think Americans, the so-called modern, technology innovators, like Americans, Britishers, Europeans, and all those learned society like World Health Organization, American Supreme Court, UK Supreme Court. Now, when it comes to India, Indian Council of Medical Research, DCGI, Indian Supreme Court, High Courts, Indian governments, do you think they are not aware of these such dangerous substances in the vaccine? Still, they are
They
promoting.
are they are ignorant. They are English educated idiots. You got it? All of them are English educated idiots. And even though I am a British scholar, I am a pakka, powerful, confident Indian, not a bastard Indian. Note that. The difference is, even though I went to England, I am a British scholar, I have traveled in 51 countries, I am a pakka Indian. I refuse to go away from India. So many offers have come to me. In 1974, one of my friends who was sitting on the same bench, he was a Muslim and his English was very poor. So I used to give him my book to copy my notes. So he was very good fellow. So he went to America because his relatives were there. 74, he said, Leo, I am in America. Come over. You can stay with me. I will get you a job. I said, sorry, dear, I am proud of my India and I want to continue living, but I will travel to USA someday to meet you. I have gone to 3 times, but I lost his address, so I have not met him. So,
Hope he
and I have
watches the show
forgotten his.
and comes back.
Sorry?
Hope he watches the show and comes back to you.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I hope so. That's right.
And the other one
Anything
is, you
else?
are a British scholar. You are a British scholar, and how is that you have not been enslaved by your scholarship? And how is that others who have learned English, or even including Great Britain, or the English speaking Americans, Europe, and how is that they could not understand? How come that they got enslaved without understand what is there in the vaccines for such a long time? And Supreme Courts, the country's highest justice system making courts, whether it is US, UK, or India, how is that? And high courts in India, how is that they are not simply understanding what a vaccine contains?
Because their IQ means intelligent quotient, but I use the word IQ as idiotic quotient. You didn't get it.
I got it.
You got it.
I got
You
it.
did not smile. You did not smile, so I was little flummoxed.
I, I got it because I took so many names. I took so
Ah,
many names. All of them, you got them into your own definition of IQ. Fine. Yes, sir.
correct. Okay, now we covered homeopathic vaccine. You want to cover?
Just read out, and or else we'll have next time, sir. Next time, next session, we'll have that alternative. Because let us just
Uh,
finish.
uh, yeah, now let us finish on this. Dr. Leo Rebello tips on corona.
Yeah.
Wash hands with neem soap or Dettol. But don't put that chemical on your hand, and don't do like this, because it will go inside, it will damage your hand, it will poison your food if you have not washed your hand with water. Wash hand with neem soap or Dettol. For nose block, ginger steam is very good. So when you get cold, cough, sore
Yes.
throat, take ginger steam. For throat, gargling with hot water or salt. For cough, onion sugar syrup. My mother used to make very good syrup in our childhood. She used to take white onion, slice it finely, put one slice down, then put sugar on it, put another slice, put sugar on it, put third slice, put sugar on it, and then close it with another container, and full night it would stand, and in the morning the onion and sugar had dissolved, okay, and the juice would collect in a small katuri, and she would give me 2 tablespoons to drink first thing in the morning. And now I am free from any bronchial problem. No bronchitis, no asthma, no cough. Otherwise, in the childhood, I used to cough a lot. By the way, if the children cough a lot, non-stop, can you tell me whether it is a lung problem or whether it is a worms problem? It is intestinal worms problem. Yeah, it is intestinal worms problem. And at the age of 12, when the intestinal worms disappear, your coughing or bronchitis or asthma will automatically disappear. So there is a linkage between intestinal worms and coughing non-stop. I used to cough non-stop in childhood, and my mother was very sharp. She would give me before going to sleep onion syrup, onion syrup with sugar.
Okay.
Very simple. This is called grandmother's remedy. Okay,
Right.
for cough, onion sugar syrup, homeopathy herbs for quick cure, pranayam to clean up lung, meditation for mental balance. Stop Bill Gates trying to kill 1.3 billion by ID 2020. So he wants to kill 1.3 billion. In fact, I have told the Adivasis of India, next time he comes visiting, one arrow behind his buttocks is enough. But you know what the Adivasis do and the policemen do? They ask the warrior Adivasis who have got poisoned arrows and this and that to stand up on the tree. Have you seen that picture when Bill Gates visits Adivasi area? So I told them I belong to an Adivasi Facebook group on which there are, I think, 20,000 people. I said, what are you protecting this idiot? Just put one arrow behind his back. Enough. He's killing our children. He's killing your children. Right. I promoted World Holistic Health Organization because WHO has now become a whore. You understand the meaning of whore? WHORE. That means prostitute. So WHO has become a prostitute. I have visited WHO twice. I have lectured there twice. Okay, so this it has been taken charge of by the pharma mafia, and now Bill Gates is the head of the WHO. So what can you imagine and expect from him? Now all this information which I have given you, I don't think many people know this, that Bill Gates is now head of the WHO. So naturally he is going to promote, and his only aim is earn, take money. But I don't know where is he going to take it when he dies. Okay. International Tribunal for Natural Justice, of which I am the chief judge, we issued we issued a judgment. You know what judgment we issued? We identified 13 goons. 13 goons. The head of the this group is Queen of England. Then so many other things. If you want, you can see that list. And you know what judgment we gave? And final judgment I wrote, the operative judgment. If you want to read that operative judgment, you are welcome to contact me. I will send you a copy. Now, we said we attach all their property. We sentence them to jail term for life in Guantanamo Bay prison. Red alert was issued to arrest any one of them. Okay, any one of them traveling anywhere. Their bank accounts were sealed. But tell me, in spite of tribunal, international tribunal, which is like a world court is in Hague. Okay, but and there is one Indian retired Supreme Court judge there. But even world court is not doing anything. On the contrary, world court, we sent the judgment to them. I told them, implement this. You simply have to adopt what we have said and implement. Two line order you pass. We adopt international. Are you sleeping?
No, I'm listening, sir. Just going through
You have
your
been. Acha, you are
listening.
reading. Okay. Okay. Simultaneously, but you must listen to what I am saying. I thought
Yes, yes.
some good. I thought some good, beautiful woman has come in your dream, and you are dreaming.
No, for me, the entire universe turning healthy and leading a happy and comfortable life is the
Okay, right. So we wrote to the World Court, and I have gone there by the way. Okay, and we told them just implement our judgment. That's all. Adopt and implement. You don't have to
yeah.
do anything. They have not done that. So in other words, what? Control everywhere.
Okay.
Control who? Masonic mafia, Freemason. The Freemasons who's running the world. Masonic mafia running the world everywhere. 9/11 was Masonic mafia job. Okay. We have to change our thinking. We put a stone after the death of somebody. What is it called? Huh? No, not tomb. What is it called? Anyway, it will come to me when it comes. Okay, let's go to another slide. Let's go to another slide. Where is science? We are talking so much of science. Abortion is a big business. Where is science? Drug is a big business. Where is science? Vaccination is big business. Where is science? Organ theft is a big business. Where is science? Caesarean section is a big business. Where is science? Cancer is the biggest business. Where is science? Diabetes is another biggest business. Where is science? Sex is a big business. Where is science? LGBTQ is a big business. Where is science? There is no science. We are talking loosely. Science. The original science is traditional and natural medicine. Now look at this slide of mine, topsy-turvy world. Just look at us. Everything is backward. Everything is upside down. Doctors destroy health. Lawyers destroy justice. Universities destroy knowledge. Governments destroy freedom. The major media destroy information. And religions destroy spirituality. Tell me, am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah,
Hello?
go ahead, sir. Yes, sir.
No,
Go
but you
ahead.
have not.
That's true.
But you have not said I am right. That means you are
I
becoming a
said it's true.
politician. Nay, you are
I said
becoming a
it's true, sir.
politician now. Ah, it is truth.
No, I
Correct.
said it is true. I said it
Yeah,
is
true.
true. You did not hear.
Okay, okay, yeah. Now, through traditional and natural medicine and God's pharmacy like garlic, ginger, neem, onion, tulsi, turmeric, wheatgrass, and other probiotics, take charge of your life. For your information, before I finish, I have not taken any vaccine. I have not given any vaccine to my wife or to our children. We don't take any allopathy medicine. We only believe in herbal and homeopathy medicine, the nature cure and yoga therapy. So read my book, Nature Cure and Yoga Therapy, and take care of your life. Keep that book. Your wife may sleep on some another bed, but my book should be on your bed. Okay? No, you did not
Yes.
laugh.
Yes.
Okay. I said your wife can sleep on another bed, but my book should be on your bed. So that if
Yes.
you don't get sleep, you can open to insomnia chapter, read it, and then start snoring.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Wonderful.
I believe in this ear mask. This is a mask which I have created. I don't listen to Modi. I don't listen to Modi. I don't listen to
Hmm.
any mask mafia. I say, क्या बोला
Hmm.
तुमने? And then I put my two fingers in both the ears to tease them. Okay.
Okay.
Have you seen this? This on this I think we need to discuss properly because this is their agenda 2030.
Yeah.
You want Robin bring little water for me? Meantime, you drink some water. I am also drinking some water.
You're making
And
others to
blink,
drink.
blink, 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 blink your
Yes,
eyes,
I do blink.
and uh, rub your hand like this,
Yep.
and then you apply like this on your face.
Yes. Yeah.
So you are feeling fresh.
Yes. I'm already fresh by your vibes. Intermittent
Hmm.
vibes.
What did you say? Intermittent wife or voice?
Vibes. 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 Intermittent vibes. That they keep me motivated.
Right. VIBS. Okay, wife. I thought you are talking of intermittent wife.
No, I only hope your wife is not listening to me now.
No,
Right.
she is listening to everything. At the end of it, she will stand behind me with a rolling pin.
Yeah. Yes.
There, there she's smiling. You want to show your face, smiling face?
God bless her. No, no. Yes.
Hmm.
That's great. Wonderful.
Okay. She said, I have heard you so many times. He said, someday I would give a lecture on your behalf.
That is what eternal knowledge is all about.
Right.
Imparting knowledge. Yep, please.
Okay. Now let us go through Agenda 2030 very
Yep.
seriously. Very seriously. And
Yes.
look at what I have done. This is their agenda. It is an United Nations agenda. One world government, but that is what it is meant, United Nations. One world government means no boundaries, no visas, no passport is required. You can travel freely anywhere, like you travel in India, you travel in the world. Why passport is required, you tell me, when I am a registered world citizen. There is a registry of world citizen in Paris. That organization was formed by Jawaharlal Nehru and Marshal Tito.
Okay.
But today that world registry has become only a one-room office issuing world registry card, world citizen card. That's all.
Okay.
But nobody has progressed beyond that citizen card. But that citizen card, if you want someday, I can show it to you. Now I don't have it in my pocket.
Right.
But in travel, I keep it in my pocket. And I have even visited Paris office of World Citizen Registry. There are there are some dedicated people who believe in it. Okay,
Right.
one world government. In fact, this one world government idea came from Vedas. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. World is a family. So it is nothing new. It is not a foreign concept. It is
Right.
our concept, Indian concept.
Right.
One world government. One world cashless currency. Now, cash, unless and until you have cash in your hand and you count like this, you don't feel you are rich or you don't feel you have got money. This
Right.
wireless transfer or credit card and debit card nonsense, I don't know. I can't operate. Supposing tomorrow my son is not there with me, I will not know how to make payment. Okay.
Okay.
So if I give it to somebody, he may transfer all my money and vamos. Okay. So I said one world government, I agree with it because it is Indian concept. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. One world cashless currency, I agree because it is not necessary. Pickpockets, pickpockets are dying now because they cannot take any cash from pickpocket. But some some
Hackers have
pickpockets
come.
know how.
Hackers
Sorry,
have come. Hackers have come now. Instead of pickpocket, now hackers have
yeah,
come more. They'll ruin
yeah,
everything. They'll take away
yeah,
everything from you.
but they cannot unless and until they know your password. And of course, there are gangs who decode the password, and
Yeah.
they can remove all your money from your
Yeah.
bank. But Swiss bank has got such a strong, let's say, operative system that nobody even knows whose account it is. It is a numbered account. I
Yeah.
deliberately went. I visited Geneva, Switzerland 3 times, and I
Yeah.
deliberately went to that so-called World Bank and to find out what is what. And I was the first one to ask the manager, the general manager, can you give me the list of all the Indians who have got account? He said, no, no, sir. Even I don't know who of your Indian because these are all numbered accounts. I said,
Okay.
oh, very good, very good. One world central bank there has to be, and there should be one currency. And I go one step ahead. Currency parity. Can you explain to me what is currency parity?
Yeah. No, I can't.
Explain to me. No, you don't know. Okay. That means the exchange rate.
Yeah.
And I have said all currencies should be equal. 1:1. That means one US dollar is equal to one national rupee, Indian rupee.
Yes.
One Pakistani rupee, one UK pound, one euro.
Yeah.
Why
That's what
one euro is
one world
sorry?
government, one world government, one cashless facility is all about that. Then there should not be any
Exactly.
discrimination in the
Correct.
currencies.
Correct.
Yes.
Currency or your color or your stature or how
Anything.
much money you have got.
Yes.
End of national sovereignty, end of privately owned property. I agree with this. Okay, I agree with this. But I don't agree one world military because one world military is also good if all national armies are done away with.
Right.
But then that one world military's job will be to protect people, not to
That's it.
destroy them. Yeah. End of privately owned property, end of the family unit. I don't agree end of the family unit because family is first. Family is a basic unit. How can you end the family unit? So I don't agree with that. Mandatory vaccines, I don't agree. Universal basic income, yes, absolutely yes. Basic income has to be there. And if a worker is there and if he is getting, let's say, $10 a day for working full day,
Right.
then you and I or Prime Minister Narendra Modi should not get $10 million a day. It is
Yes.
1:1,
Yes.
equal.
That's
Universal basic income, microchip tracking for all. That is nonsense, which I don't agree. That means you can make me go if I am flying to London. You may put me by changing my code in Washington or China or Taiwan, or you can have surveillance on me on which seat I am sitting, which row I am sitting, which class I am sitting while flying.
yeah, violation of
Okay,
your fundamental rights. Okay.
exactly. World
Yeah.
Social Credit System. What is the meaning of this? I don't know. Hence, I have put question mark. Thousands of 5G towers. I don't believe in this. I mean, towers are needed. Today, we are talking to each other because of these towers. But we have to first think of safety.
Yes.
5G towers are safe, then I don't mind. End of private transportation, I agree. End of private farms, I agree. Business owned by government, I agree. Private business should not be there. Dhirubhai Ambani had come with 50,000 rupees, but today is the Ambani group is the richest group in India.
Yeah.
Travel
And
restrictions, no. Sorry?
during pandemic, our both A's from Gujarat, they have become neo rich. Okay.
Exactly, exactly. So I think I have said everything. These
Right.
are some of my books. Nature
Yeah.
Cure has gone in 6 editions. Muscular
Right.
dystrophy is the original research. Brahma
Yeah.
Vidya is original research. Holistic healing in tropical diseases is my original research. AIDS
Yeah.
care is my original research. World
Right.
Without War is an encyclopedia which you
Right.
will love to read. This is Leo's lens I have shown you. Lifescape is 111 poems. Tweet for change I am working on. I have written something like I think 15,000 tweets so far. I will have to select and then I'll put that into book form. And this promises to keep milestones. Okay.
Right.
This is my elder son who died at a young age. He studied in Sweden, and I told him, uh, "You stay there only because Europe is better, and Sweden is the best country in the world." So I told him to go and visit the jail, Swedish jail, so that when you come to India, you can implement the Swedish jail pattern. Okay?
Yeah.
So he died 3 times. The death was following him. I could see. One day we were in that कौन सा park था वो मम्मी को पूछ को बोल मम्मी को पूछना what was that park we had gone we were in the south and I have got a travel bug in me. I drive the jeep. One spare driver is kept there, and we just go from one point we start. We decide we will go here. From the second point where we will end, we do not know.
Right.
What was that? अरे the jungle we had gone. Silent Valley में. In Silent Valley there is one very big national park. I
Right.
forget the name.
Fine.
Now my son, death was following him, and I could see that. The first death I averted of him was that in Silent Valley he was sitting
Right.
in a big river on a staircase with his legs dipped in water,
Yeah.
and there was a board there: beware, don't enter the water or don't sit on the staircase on the
Right.
stairs,
Right.
dipping your thing. And this fellow was there, and I said, "Where is Ronald gone?" And I went at the right time.
Right.
I said, Ronald, what are you doing? Get up. He said, why? I'm feeling nice here. I said, there, see. alligator is there.
Right.
He got so frightened and he jumped and hugged me. So that was first incident I saved him. The second incident was he was going to the Adivasi area along with
Right.
his two friends, very good friends, because
Right.
he had done BSW.
Okay.
So there they reached at the town and
Right.
their train was late.
Right.
Adivasis had gone away thinking that they are not coming.
Right.
Fortunately, they came back. Otherwise, he would have died that day because they were
Right.
sleeping, all three, two, three of them, next to the pond where the animals come for drinking water in the night.
Right.
And the third time, I could not save him. So that is it.
That's a
So that
tragedy.
is the only that is
May
the only
soul rest in,
tragedy in my life.
yeah, yeah. May
But
soul rest in
otherwise,
bad. Feel
yeah,
bad. May soul rest in peace. My condolences to you.
yeah,
What can I? You're such a
yeah.
brilliant
Thank
mind,
you.
but losing
Yeah,
your elder son is really pitiable. Yes, sir. Please
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. Okay, these are some of my photographs with so-called great men and women. Morarji
Right.
Desai, I knew him very well.
Yep.
87. I used to go to his bedroom in Bombay, Oceana. This is
Right.
Mother Teresa in 1989 when I had gone there to address a homeopathy conference. 5,000 people were there. This is
Right.
Dr. Hidayatullah 1990, Gyani Jai
Right.
Singh 91, uh, Bharat Ratna Vajpayee 91, then
Yeah.
K.R. Narayanan president 92, he was the vice president that time. Dr.
Right.
Federico Mayor, all that, these are all people whom I have met and many more. Here is the Pope, myself discussing. He had given me 5 minutes for meeting
Right.
his secretary. But I ended up with him for more than 20 minutes and he held my hand like this, like this.
Right.
So
That's
I didn't allow me to go. He was doing. This is Richard Gere and this is Afghan president and this is Dalai Lama. I have met Dalai Lama 3 times,
right.
including at Dharamtala and all that. This is Ravi Shankar and
Right.
Baba Ramdev photo I don't have and I would not like to have for the simple reason when he was 5 year old I
Right.
started teaching yoga. So I am a better yoga master than him. He is
Yep.
only having that grinder mixer in his stomach. Navali Kriya.
Yep. So
Anything else?
yes,
You
sir.
have forgotten. You have forgotten to smile, laugh.
No, no, I'm completely smiling here, and believe me, and this is I felt one of the
Okay,
best presentations uh, I can even think of.
I'll tell you
Now,
one nice joke and then we will end.
yeah, yes, sir.
A young couple got married, went for a honeymoon, and they got the first child. They named it NC. NC. When they got a second child, they named it MC. When they got a third child, they named it ABC. So the neighbors were very inquisitive. So they all collected one day, and Robin went with them, with all those neighbors. Smiling, they asked them, What is this NC, MC, ABC? So the man explained, first child was born due to natural curiosity. We got married, we went for a honeymoon, and before we realized, first baby came. So it was NC. Second was by mutual consent. According to that family planning triangle, Atanoko, not now, one child, not two children. So one child was due to natural curiosity. Second child came due to mutual consent. And third was absolute bloody carelessness. You, okay. So
Right.
one naughty guy asked me, आणि सर चौथं मूल झालं तर काय करणार? If the fourth child comes, what will you name? And I was addressing Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited meeting annual conference organized by the union of the BSNL. And this fellow was a scheduled caste. So, and they had scheduled caste union there.
Yeah.
So, and they were sitting and eating. There was a
Right.
separate canteen for the executive, then separate canteen for workers. I said,
Right.
if uniform is one, like in Japanese, why are you having two tables? Join them,
Right.
join them. And I removed the partition, like it open,
Right.
and I said, join the table, and I ate with them. So after I told this joke, that gentleman asked me,
Right.
sir, if the fourth child comes, what will you name it? I said, I won't get fourth child. I won't name it, but if you are on the way to getting fourth child, name it BBC, BBC. So he said, what is that, sir? Bloody backward class. I replied. and and then
Before,
I
before
bit
we
my
say bye,
bit. Huh?
before we say bye, then
Huh?
what is the message you would love to clear loud and clear? You said Modi is wrong, it's fine, but what about Maharashtra government imposing so many things, threatening and threatening, frightening and threatening people? And you have such a big Serum Institute of India, which doesn't give anything, in a transparent way. Fire accident took place, so many people died there. What happened to that investigation? No one knows. And the vaccines, what they are manufacturing, and Covaxin, and you have shown the contents of human blood, cow, monkey cells, such fatal ingredients in the vaccines. Now, how do you look from here? What should Indians do? Supreme Court or High Court, they don't want to get into any of these trials. Why what these vaccines contain, and why these deaths? If the deaths are because of corona, where is the post-mortem autopsy report? And what are the presenting symptoms when they are getting into hospital? And what is the treatment given? And why is that tuberculosis, malaria, dengue, which are so prevalent, killing diseases of youth in India, are not giving mentioned except for COVID, which has got 99.9% recovery rate without any treatment on their own websites?
You have answered your own questions. COVID is a bogus disease, and all diseases are disease at a particular point. Now, for example, you are sitting on a chair where you may not be comfortable, so you are adjusting your body accordingly. So that is a temporary disease. Sneezing is temporary disease. If lung has got more water, then it sneezes, it comes. If something is irritating you in your nostril, you will sneeze to throw that out. So
Yes.
simple as that. So I was on that joke before you went elsewhere. Uh, he asked me for what will you name the fourth
Yeah,
child.
you told that.
I
Yes.
told that, na good. Chalo,
You
enough
did.
now. Namaste, namaste, and
Right.
we'll meet again. But now
We'll
so
meet
many
again, but
people
one rider from you,
will
one
meet
rider
again.
from you for the entire people of India and the world citizens. What is that you would like to say about the COVID pandemic, whatever you say, and the mandates and the rights issue? One word. What is that you want to?
COVID is a racket. I don't believe in it.
Right. And the rights of the people, citizens, being curbed
Sorry.
in the name of the rights of the citizens being curbed in the name of COVID. What should they
Well,
do, citizens of the
they
world?
should they should they should come out on the streets. That's it. That is the only. In India, nobody has come out on the street. During Holi last year, I had said, remove the mask and burn it in the holy fire. Nobody did it. If they had done that, the message would have reached all over the world that masks were burned by the Indians. But no, we are not doing. Our leaders, our organizers, our politicians, our dealers are all dealers. Some are small dealers, they are not leaders. Some are big dealers. That's all.
Right.
Leadership is not there in
Well,
India. Leadership is not there. We have to create a new
leadership.
leadership.
Right. Leadership is
And
not there in
uh,
India. Their leaders is yes.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
and since you have worn a white jacket and I have worn a black jacket, this is called yin and yang. Okay, black and white. It makes a whole. Okay, so I will, when I become the president of India, I will make you the information and broadcasting minister.
God bless you. So this is for today. Such an able
Yeah,
man and with so much of information. This channel is
yeah,
very fortunate to have such wonderful guests with so much of information, that too the PowerPoint way evidencing everything. I hope this is enough for the Supreme Court of India. When Parliament Assembly doesn't discuss the right to life, right to health, people are being subjected to unnecessary harassments in the name of boosters, vaccines for children. Now even they are trying to contemplate the people who go abroad. They want to sell it somehow. Now the entire Indians, not only Indians, the world is aware what a vaccine contains and what a virus is all about. Today, Dr. Leo Rebello has clearly explained with evidences. If anyone has got, including Supreme Court Chief Justice or High Court Chief Justices, you can call us. We will provide you all the links and you can really prove us wrong. But if we are right, what is the Supreme Court and High Court is going to do now? Since 2 years under the trial, vaccine after vaccine, booster after booster, age groups, no age groups bar now, right from 0 to 70, as if this is something called Amrutam. There is no, they have changed the definition of prevention, and the vaccination definition is also changed. Can this happen anywhere in the world? And this is happening. That is why we say it should be science, it should be truth and freedom. Once again, we have brought everything into the public domain through Dr. Leo Rebello. I hope you will go through everything, decide for yourself so that you can understand what is the correct information, rightful information with evidences, what is science, what is truth, so that you are a constitutional authority by your own self, every citizen for that matter, so that you can decide now having such wonderful information. Then this decision should be for your own right to life, right to health, so that neither government nor anyone can impose their will on you, as you are a constitutional authority by your own self, and the taxes paid by you will make both the central and union governments work. Keep this in your mind, and anyone can contact us. Our number is there. So for all the Indians, we say Sukhanidra Shubharatri. For the world over, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and it is, should be a wake-up call for everyone's right to life, right to health, and their right to fundamental rights in knowing the proper information about what is happening with their body and with their economy or with the world order. Thank you, sir. Take care.
you have moderated discussion very well. The
Very
next
kind of
interview will be the next interview should be on the presidential elections due in
wonderful.
July. Yeah.
We will, sir.
So
We will.
so
Because
that
we will.
so that I can become the president of India, not a
God bless you.
dummy. Yeah. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Thank
much to you, to
namaste.
your entire family,
Namaste.
Mr. Putin. Everyone have
Yeah.
cooperated. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Such a big information, big show. The earlier show was, we have shown what it was. Now this is another big show. Take care. Bye.